Well, Sam is doing.
Hi.
A baby?
Yes, someone does not want to be with anyone else today. So, hang on. Oh, let me shut the door here.
Sam is doing strawberry banana, and then I did the cranberry orange.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Chels.
Hey.
Hey, Steph.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
No, I can't do. Can you guys see me?
Good. Yes.
Maybe they
Oh, there's
can?
Sammy.
Oh, wait.
My
Hi.
See, we
Hello.
got-
My
All right. Ouch. I'm
There
probably
we go.
going to have frequent hair pulling going on here. Sorry.
That's why I chopped mine off.
Right? That's what I keep saying. I'm like, you know what? This is why moms chop their hair off because kids. All right. Well, we're going to wait just a couple minutes here for everyone else to get on, and then we'll get started. Look at you guys all making your shakes. Oh, you want some too? Sorry. Mm-mm.
I asked her if we put anything in it prior.
Well, I mean, I didn't think you were gonna like.
No.
Well, I underestimated it.
No.
Blend it, and then you can put ice in it if you want it.
Ow. Oh my gosh. You might be going with back with Daddy.
I like the deer head in the back.
Thanks. Did not get that myself.
That's a nice one, though.
Yeah.
Oh, see ya.
All right.
It's good. Do you want me to set up the tables for you? The little,
Oh, no.
all right. You want me to turn on the heat for you?
No, I'm good. If you're good, I'm good.
Here, let me just turn on
Ruthie, Ruth, stop.
No, you put it in there. Sure. That's what you're looking for.
That's because he didn't pitch much for
Ruth. All right.
Okay.
Five innings, 5 earned runs.
All right. So it's 7:01 now. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. One second, I'll start sharing my screen. Everyone got their shakes all made? Ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Pink shake. I even got a pink cup. How about that?
Nice.
All right.
Only 2 hits.
Oh,
That's pretty
hang on a
impressive.
second.
Exactly. It's trash.
Okay. Everyone's making their shake. They'll be on in a second. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. So we have a totally laid back presentation because I feel like it's important that you guys know what you're drinking, right? Because there is so much adulteration in products out there, especially when it comes to supplements and shakes. So I want to make sure you guys know exactly what you're getting so that there's nothing like you feel good about what you're ingesting, I guess you could say. So give me 1 second here. All right. So obviously we're focusing on healthy nutrition, right? And we all know that good nutrition is key, but I think for a lot of us, hey, Allie. I think for a lot of us, getting good nutrition is really hard, right? I mean, it takes quite a bit of prep when we're talking about vegetables and fruits and, you know, and especially protein. I mean, there's really not a lot of protein that we don't have to do some kind of prep to. And so it can be really hard for us to get everything that we need every single day. And because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you know, we're especially focusing on nutrition for women because we are busy, right? We lead busy lives, and it's really hard for us to get good nutrition in. But it's really important for us to get good nutrition so that, you know, we can avoid, you know, different diseases, because I don't know if you guys know this, but 80% of the key disease, of the big diseases here in the US are actually preventable by good nutrition and lifestyle changes. And there are little things that we can do every single day in order for us to make sure we're getting good nutrition. So supplementation, shakes like these, because I've got a baby eating my face, but don't mind her. So yeah, this is total mom life, right? We actually can't get everything that we need from our diet alone, because the food that we have, a lot of times people don't know this, but when it's sitting on the shelves in the store, like fruits and vegetables, it actually starts to lose its nutritional value over time. And we can't always guarantee how long, you know, it's been on that shelf unless we grow our own produce, which I've done. I see Steph laughing. Yeah, gardens are amazing, but they take a lot of work and a lot of time. And I think it's a luxury that a lot of us just can't afford at, you know, these busy times in our lives. If we can, awesome. I'll be right over to pick some veggies because they're awesome and I don't have time for that. But our food, compared to like 40 to 50 years ago, is actually less nutrient dense than it was then. And that has a lot to do with soil depletion of nutrients. Because we eat so much and we expect so much from farmers in the US, what, do you want her? Okay, take her. She's pulling my hair out. Oh, thank you. Oh, drool on my face. But because we expect so much high crop yield from farmers, they don't have the time that they need in order to rotate crops to make sure that the soil is producing more nutrients and not completely depleted. So there's so many reasons why it's really hard for us to get the amount of nutrition that we need. But we know that there are a lot of us who we're eating fast food every day, some type, you know, we're eating in our car, we're not getting the daily vitamins and minerals that we need, that are just required, not even, you know, what we need to live optimally. But as you also know, and maybe you guys can agree with this, that 52% of Americans believe that doing taxes is actually easier than eating healthy, which it makes sense because doing taxes is typically all online, right? And it walks through it step by step. But when it comes to nutrition, there's so much conflicting information out there, right? One day coconut oil is good, the next day it's awful. One day, I mean, we know this. Like, there are so many different things. Like, fat is good, fat is not good. Don't have sugar, sugar's not the problem. Like, it's just every single day there are new and conflicting things coming out. And it can be really hard to know, how do we actually have a good foundation for nutrition. And so that's why, so every single day, we know it's hard to make the choices. So looking at this, you can kind of see this here in the background. This is what we need every day. I don't know about you, but I don't eat 7 oranges every day. I also don't eat 65 ounces of tuna. I don't drink 15 glasses of grape juice. I'd love to eat 2 baked potatoes every day because I do love potatoes. But I mean, looking at this, like, that's a lot. 8 cups of milk, maybe when I was younger, but probably not. Most people, if they're having 3 meals a day, maybe are having 3 cups of milk a day, right? So looking at this is, there's lots of feedback going on. Hang on one second. I'm just going to mute everybody, and then once we open it up for questions and everything, then I will unmute you, just so we don't have any feedback. Okay, so we know it is hard to get what we need every single day. And so this is where I want to share about our company and why are we different? Because there are a lot of companies out there. There are a lot of nutrition companies, supplement companies, shake companies, you name it, it's out there. But Shaklee actually pioneered these industries with the invention of the multivitamin in 1915. So this is where we get all of our multivitamins today. And we know not all multivitamins are created equal. A lot of them are packed with fillers like sawdust and sand. A lot of companies will save a buck and put in really cheap versions of the vitamins. Like if you even look at the back of your cereal box or pretty much anything that's fortified with vitamins and minerals, which is almost everything nowadays. If you look at vitamin D, it's usually vitamin D2. And Shaklee uses vitamin D3. And this is because not all vitamins are the same, and different types of the same vitamin are absorbed differently and used by our body differently. So if you're taking a vitamin D supplement and your numbers are not going up on your blood tests or blood scans or whatever you want to call it, it's because your body's not absorbing it. And so not everything is created equal. So we were the first company to fully offset our carbon footprint. And this is actually a really big deal. Shaklee is a pretty big company, and we have some very large facilities. And the fact that we leave no carbon footprint behind is pretty outstanding. I don't know of any other companies that do this, but we were the first to do it. So we partnered with some different people, the Nobel Prize winner for the environment, and we planted over 1 million trees. And I want to say now it's going on several million trees that we've planted. So, you know, we take pride in what we do. We have 100 years of innovation, and, you know, we have the first of the products. So if you look at protein, right, everyone has protein. We're trying these shakes tonight. We actually pioneered that. We had the first plant-based protein isolate in 1961. We had the first green cleaner in 1960 before green was ever a thing. But not only do we pioneer all of these key categories and cover all of these, but every single product that you get from Shaklee, and this is what I want to talk about, because the shakes you're drinking, I want you to know and have full confidence that these are amazing and they're safe. And it's not like we just put fancy words on the package or the container so that you feel good about it. What's in that container is what's in that product. And that is not true of most supplement and shake products out there. You'll see a lot of words like natural, you'll see like superfood, or like, I don't know, all of these fancy words that make people feel good and feel like you're getting something really good. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times these products, when they are tested, they don't actually have what they say they have in them. And Shaklee does not have anything on the label that is not in the product, and you're not going to ever find anything that's in the product that's not on the label and in the same percentages that they say. And so that's another big deal that you don't see with other companies, mostly because they don't care, unfortunately, and they're just in it for a profit. But every single product is safe, 100% safe. So we screen for over 350 contaminants, pesticides, and impurities on every single raw ingredient before it goes into the product. So we don't just trust the vendor or the farmer or whoever it is. You know, we say that's nice, we're going to test it. If it doesn't meet our standards, we send it back and we tell them to fix it, or we find a new place to source that from. We conduct over 100,000 quality tests per year, and we've never had a questionable anything come back on any of our products in testing or otherwise, which is pretty amazing for 100 years, right? And we have this, it's beyond organic, which you saw on the last slide. And what that means is Shaklee is actually higher standards than organic, because even with organic, you're still allowed a certain number of pesticides and a certain percentage of residues, and that's okay. But it's not okay with Shaklee ever. If you ever see products like shakes can have lead in them, and these companies claim that it's naturally occurring. Well, that's not okay. We do not want heavy metals in our bodies. And we guarantee that you're never going to have any of that in there, because we have some of the most amazing technology and testing machines for this. And it's crazy how, oh, that's gross. Okay. We're also proven by science, and this is something companies don't have. we have 100 patents and 100 patents pending all combined. We have over 100 plus clinical studies. So most companies, if they're lucky, they'll have maybe 1 or 2 clinical studies, maybe 5. We have over 100. And we're published in over 100 peer-reviewed journals, and you can't pay to get in these. Like, we have the backing for our products. We didn't just create a company and then create products. We had these products. We had the science. Even just our probiotics. So a lot of you probably take some kind of probiotic. It took Shackley 8 years to come out with our probiotic, even though people were asking, we want a probiotic, we want a probiotic. But it took Shackley 8 years because of the technology that goes into that probiotic, so that Shackley can say, guaranteed, 100%, everything that's in this probiotic is getting to your gut where it needs to be, alive. And you'll see on probiotics, there's trillions on there, billions, whatever. The reason they do that is because they don't guarantee it's going to get there alive. They put a lot in, hoping for the best that a few maybe make it, which is unfortunate, right? Kind of throwing money away. But so this is a Shackley standard for everything. You're never going to see anything come out on fads or trends. It all is based on science and research and taking the time to make sure we have the clinical studies behind all the products that we have. And it's proven by people. So NASA, we've been partnered with NASA since 1993, when we helped them fix the problem of their astronauts coming back into Earth's atmosphere, being severely dehydrated and very sick. So we actually created a product called AstroAid, which is now our Hydrate and Hydrate Plus. And so it's basically a healthy version of Gatorade without any of the junk or additives or fake stuff in there that we don't want. And we also, so not only have we been in space, but we also partner with a lot of Olympic athletes, because there's a ton of adulteration that goes on in the supplement industry, like I said. So most Olympic athletes won't even supplement because they're afraid that because of their testing, they're required, I don't know if you guys know this, Olympic athletes are under 365, 24/7 drug testing. And if they fail, even if it's a false positive, it doesn't matter. If they fail one of those drug tests, they're out. They've spent their whole lives working to be in these games. And if they fail one drug test, they're out of the competition. And so we've partnered with a lot of Olympians on this, because we guarantee that our products are unadulterated and they're never going to have anything in the products that's going to cause them anything negative. It's only going to be good side benefits, never side effects. So we've won a lot of medals with the people we partnered with in the Olympics. But like I said, we do have the clinical studies. I'm not going to get into all this. If you want to see the clinical study, I'm happy to send you the link. It's just landmarkstudy.com, I think. But we did not put on this study. UC Berkeley of California did. And we were part of it, knowing that the results were going to be published, whether they made Shackley look good or bad. And it was just comparing supplement users over a 20-year period, I think, and their health outcomes. And we came out on top. So our products are proven. We have other studies as well, but this is what we want to talk about tonight, right? We want to talk about the shake specifically. So you guys are all trying either the soy protein or the plant protein tonight. And we are super excited about this shake because it tastes the best, it offers the best, and it has none of the stuff in it that we don't want in it, and only what's on the label. So it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free. Obviously, if you mix it with milk, it's not dairy-free anymore. It's vegan. It's non-GMO, so we're not going to use anything in there that's genetically modified. It has 23 vitamins and minerals. So we were talking about, it's really hard for us to get our nutrition every day, but this is a great and easy way that we can incorporate into our everyday life super fast. I mean, you can make a shake in the blender, which takes maybe 60 seconds, or you can just throw it in a shaker cup, if you're fine with the texture. I know texture can take some getting used to, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But this is a way that you can do that and make a simple swap in your life that's going to make you feel so much better every single day. And it has 6 grams of fiber. So that doesn't seem like a lot, but most of the food we eat has no fiber in it at all. And this is what helps us with that clean digestion. And, if you've ever had protein shakes before where it just totally makes your tummy kind of like gurgly and googly and not so good, it's probably because it had some other stuff in there that just is not good for our tummies. I think Gabe took her. So, but the really cool thing about this is it has 0 added sugar and it's only 140 calories. So you can literally mix it with anything that you want. It's a great way to get extra veggies in there and fruits in there. You can add your favorite nut butters. You can add your favorite type of liquid, whatever kind of milk you typically use. And really, when we're looking at our diets, we should be aiming to get in as many fruits and veggies as we can, and having veggies with every meal. And sometimes breakfast is kind of a hard one to have veggies with, right? Because looking at our diets, we don't usually think of vegetables for breakfast. But a really great thing that we can do is we can throw spinach in there, and spinach doesn't really have a taste. Or we have something called a organic greens booster, and that's a great thing you can throw in, and it's a full serving of veggies and just a little scoop. But bottom line is you are getting the best, and it's clinically proven. So everything about this shake is clinically proven to help you thrive and to help you really create a foundation for a healthier life. Yeah, hey, there we go, Steph. Steph's got her greens boosters. Here, let me unmute you. What do you like? Oh, I can't unmute you. Can you unmute yourself? What do you like about it?
Greens booster is fun. I like to put it in my morning shake. It just makes me feel better, like I'm getting some veggies in. It does have a little bit of a taste, but like we'll talk about texture and how to mix the shakes and stuff. Either you mask it with something like a banana, or just put some fruit in there that's not gonna really give that green kind of taste. It's not, it's not unflavored, but it's still good. I still put it in all of my shakes, so it doesn't bother me much once you get used to the taste.
Because it's a full serving of broccoli, kale, and spinach. So it kind of has a broccoli, kale, spinach taste, because that's what it is.
Right.
But I put it in everything. I put it in taco meat. I put it in eggs, mac and cheese. I've even sprinkled it on pizza. All you start was trying, right? So it's great because it is so versatile. And the shakes come in 4 flavors. So our soy comes in vanilla, strawberry, chocolate, and cafe latte. And then our plant comes in vanilla and chocolate. And we also just came out with a stevia-free version because some people do have a sensitivity to stevia, or maybe just don't like the taste. I will say that when we switched our shakes recently, we got all the best from the other shakes and then just improved upon that. But the stevia took a little bit of getting used to, but it was only about a week. And now I really don't have any issues with that aftertaste or texture. Like Steph was talking about, it's really easy just to throw in like a frozen banana or avocado or, ice. Ice changes the texture really easily. So that's another good one that you can do that with. But the stevia-free comes in chocolate and vanilla. And that one actually is really interesting because it's like super not sweet at all. It does have cane sugar in it to sweeten it because it doesn't have that stevia. But it's almost more savory so that you can add more if you want your own sweeteners, that kind of stuff. But this is all about making better choices easier. And, because when we have to think about it, if we have to meal plan and go to the store and we have to, do all this food prep, it can be a pain in the butt, and it can really deter us from making these healthy steps in our lives, which we know building that healthy foundation is going to help us avoid as much as possible diseases down the road, right? And even now, just helping us to feel better. So if you look at this comparison, it is much less expensive to have your life shake than it is to stop at Starbucks, which, don't get me wrong, I do love Starbucks, but Starbucks doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make my wallet feel good either. It's over double the cost of having my life shake every day. So for our family, because I get a lot, I'm not sure if I can afford these products, but what we do in our family is we actually take some of our grocery budget and our pharmacy budget, and that's how we buy our shakes. Because we're swapping meals. So instead of buying a bunch of breakfast stuff, we're buying our shakes. And so that's where we do that. And instead of buying medications or going to the doctor and, having to pay copays and for prescriptions and all this stuff, we use our pharmacy budget for that. And we focus on building immunity rather than treating ourselves when we get sick, which we do have options when we do get sick, because we get sick. And getting sick is actually not a bad thing because it helps our immune system to better prepare itself for fighting off stuff. If you would like more information about making more simple changes, besides just a shake, because we do have, your basic supplementation. Like I talked about, there's a lot of adulteration that goes on with supplementation, but it is important to be taking at least a daily multivitamin, because again, we're not getting everything we need in our diet. And it's not just about getting the recommended daily required amounts. It's actually about getting what we need to live optimally so that we can feel better. We have something called Health Print, which you can't see because our faces are in the way here, but we have something called Health Print. And this gives you a personalized nutrition recommendation to help you build a health foundation for yourself based on your own lifestyle, your diet, and it's like 20 questions. It's totally free. It takes about 5 minutes. And it saves you a lot of money this way too, because we have a lot of special offers. So if you would like the link for that, then either let myself or Steph know and we can send you our personal link. And then we can walk you through that and help you to use that best for your advantage. So it gives you a lot of information about, just increasing getting more veggies in your diet. Maybe it's, moving a little more. Maybe it's, getting better sleep, reducing stress. It offers a lot of different just healthy options for you and different ways that you can incorporate those in your life, which I love because it's a really overall look at your life. And so that brings us to the end of our little presentation here. But this is really all about, loving your life. And so I do want to mention that you can do what Steph and I do, and you can create an income doing this business. And what we do, this is a leadership business, and this is an education business. So, we follow the same model as network marketing out there, but our culture and DNA is completely different. And pretty much everyone who's joined my team within the last few months has said this, that they've done other businesses like Shackley, but it's totally different because of the support we offer, because that we're here to love and serve people and educate people on health. And no, we're not doctors, we're not medical professionals, but we have a lot of different tools to help people to feel better. And you can create an income, whether that's a couple $100 a month to maybe $1,000 a month. Hey, Vid. But it really is possible, and you can really create anything that you want with this, depending on what it is that you want out of it. And it is a legitimate business and offers so many different benefits that are not going to be on the brochure, but I will tell you from experience. I've been doing this for over 4 years and I love it. I've been able to create a very good income just from home, working in the here's and there's between my family. We're a military family, so we move a lot. And it works for us. So our question to you is, how do you see yourself fitting in, and how can we help you to achieve the goals that you have? So I'm going to open it up. I'm going to unmute everybody so that we can talk about it. We can talk about, what do you think about the taste? What do you think about, what is it that you are looking for in your health? What are you struggling with? Just how can we best be your health advocate? And here we go. I'm going to open her up. Nope, Steph. I don't think I can unmute you. Don't all jump at once, And you don't have to talk. You totally don't have to talk. I know that it's one of those things where it's like, oh, go around and introduce yourself. You do not have to do that. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. But I'm going to stop talking.
I have a question about the stevia free.
Yeah.
You said that's a new version?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. It just launched just a couple weeks ago, I believe.
Okay, because that's one that I would probably try, even though I'm not so good at doing the meal replacements with the drinks, but I would like to try that one.
Okay.
Because I don't care for the stevia taste. But...
Sure. Is it that aftertaste kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
That would be interesting just to compare the two.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So tell me more about you said you don't care for, or you don't like meal replacements so much. Tell me more about that.
I just typically don't do a lot of sugar. So I've never actually done any of the stevia. I don't think.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So not a lot of sugar. That's a good thing. And you know what? That is probably one of the reasons why I love these shakes so much is because they don't have any added sugar. The stevia does, because you would not like a shake that has 0 sugar or sweetener.
Right.
Right? You might as well go eat chocolate. But yeah, I want to say the stevia free is 10 grams of sugar, and it's just organic cane sugar.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah. Any other questions?
Sorry, mine's about to get windy because it's El Paso and it's always windy here.
That's right. I remember that.
I'm gonna put y'all down for a second. One, Chelsea, it was delicious.
Good. You did strawberry banana, right, Allie?
I did.
Yeah.
For me, they would be easier like in the mornings. Because I can make them right before I go to work, and I can take them to work with me. So those will be like either easy breakfast or like a quick lunch or something. At least something to fill me up during the day, because I don't really eat a lot during the day until I get home.
Yeah.
Because my life, like yours, well, I mean, like Zach's, I'm crazy busy all the time. So
Well, yeah, you're a drill sergeant.
well, not anymore.
Well, not anymore.
But yes, I am super busy all the time. So those would be super quick and easy for me.
Well, I think the other thing, I didn't mention this earlier too, is we have leucine in our shakes, which actually helps to burn fat and maintain lean muscle. And that's when you're exercising or not exercising, because our clinical studies have been done that revolve around not exercising. Not that it's a magic Band-Aid, but they did a study, I don't even know how many years ago it was, but they were having elderly patients in a nursing home drink the shakes with the leucine in it, and then they were measuring their muscle mass before and then muscle mass after incorporating the shakes, and that's all that they changed. So they didn't do any more activity or anything, and it did increase their muscle mass. So I think that a lot of times when we look at shakes, there's a lot of extra stuff in there that can actually make us gain weight. And our shakes are clinically proven to do the opposite and to help to increase our metabolism, to help us maintain lean muscle, build lean muscle, and burn the fat, which is what we want to do. Because if you've ever done a diet where you lose a lot of weight and then you gain a lot back, that's because those typical diets make you lose fat and muscle. And the less muscle we have, the lower our metabolism is going to be. And so when you lose fat and muscle, you get left with a lower metabolism. So then anything you do eat, once you change your diet back, you gain weight sometimes more than what you lost in the first place. So this is a great way to just incorporate one meal a day where, you are helping your body and your metabolism.
Yeah, and I move around a lot, so that'll help.
Right? So true. So true. Yeah. Any other questions?
I don't know. I don't think Lady Umbrella is going to be starting.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I was just going to speak to the
What
fact
was
that
the
Nope, go ahead. Question.
Go ahead. Go, Steph.
Oh, okay. I was just going to piggyback off that fact of drinking them in the mornings. I do that. And the mornings I drink them and the mornings I don't, there's kind of a noticeable difference. So I do enjoy opening my morning with them before I head out to drop this kid off at daycare and then go to work. And then I typically have a snack a few hours later, whether it's a yogurt or just something to kind of time over for lunch. But it's just, for me, it's nice to know, especially because right now we have the second kiddo on the way. You can go watch TV. Okay. So for me, it's nice to know that I'm getting those 20 grams of protein in right away in the morning, and I'm not just eating a bowl of cereal or something from Starbucks or, something that I'm not getting that good protein. because that's really important to get that nutritional value in right away in the morning. So I do that, and I like it. So it is a good morning thing for me. The 6 grams of fiber, that makes sense now. Never thought about that, but that's also a noticeable difference when I drink it in the morning and when I don't.
Yes, it helps. Especially when you're pregnant. You need all the help you can get, I'm sure. Cami, did you have a question?
Oh, it was actually just about what was it, the green boosts?
Oh, yeah. The green boosters.
The green boosters that you put in. Do you mix that in the shakes?
Yeah, in anything. Yeah, you honestly can. You
said you put it on pizza.
Yeah. So I learned that some people in Shaklee actually put it in a salt and pepper shaker and take it with them everywhere and like just put it on everything. Like, yeah, it has a little bit of a taste, but honestly, like when I've put it in like tacos and sloppy joes and, mac and cheese, it really doesn't taste or change the taste that much. It kind of changes the color sometimes, a little bit greener, but my kids don't really notice it. And it's not that I really want to hide veggies from my kids because we want to teach our kids how to eat healthy. But the fact, like Steph said, that just the fact that I'm getting more veggies into our diet than we typically would, is why we do it. But it's super versatile. And it's actually on special this month. So every order of at least 150 gets you a free greens booster. So pretty awesome deal there. No, you guys need to go out, please.
Kelly, it's kind of like this. It's a really
there you go.
So like it mixes really easily. It's I would say even more of a fine powder than what the protein is.
Okay.
So I just throw a scoop in the shake. It doesn't get clumpy or anything. I haven't tried it in anything other than the shake, to be honest.
Soups.
That's where I get mine.
Good in soups. Muffins. I made muffins with it. You can't taste it. I feel like it's like the hot sauce commercial with the grandma that you can put that on everything, Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was something else I was going to say, and I don't remember what it was, but that's okay. Kids. Did anyone have any questions about like what's in the shake or just anything about Shaklee in general, like the quality or the testing or, anything like that?
I think you laid it out pretty well.
Okay. I know I tend to talk fast because I get so excited. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that is it for tonight. I'm still sipping on my shake because I'm slow. I'm so slow. But I do want to tell you that you can give these to your kids as well. We've been giving our kids a shake every morning for like probably the last 3 years or so. And it's great for kids because it has that protein they need, which protein is the building blocks of everything in our body. And so it's essential for kids because they're rapidly growing, and kids can be picky. So it's really a great way to be able to get those vitamins and minerals in them. And just to know every day that they're at least going to have one healthy meal, and it does keep them full longer. So that is something to keep in mind. And again, you're swapping out breakfast, so you're not paying for other breakfasts. That's where it comes into the budget. I totally remembered what I was going to say, and now I lost it again. I ran out of mind works today. Sad day. Maybe it'll come back to me. I don't know. Maybe not.
There's also meal shakes meant for kids, right?
Right. Yeah.
There's a few different shake options. So if this isn't your thing, but you want like a proven good quality product, check out the Shaklee website because there are different options than just this Life Shake.
Yes. Yep. So there's meal shakes they're especially for kids because they're a little sweeter and they don't have a lot of the extra stuff like the Life Shake has. So that's a great option for kids, and they're a little bit less expensive budget-wise because kids are picky and but we have performance like for working out. We have different levels of working out. So whether you're like super intense, training hardcore, you know, looking to build muscle and lessen your recovery time, which, I mean, if you're working out hard, it really stinks to have to take off a few days just because you're extremely sore and can't do anything. So we have products for that as well. We have a 5-ingredient recovery shake for those who are normal people and working out. Maybe not training for a marathon or an ultra or, you know, something like that. But yeah, so we have lots of different proteins, lots of different options, but no matter what you get and no matter what you're looking for, HealthPrint is a great place to start. Even if you're already a member, if you've already been ordering products, that's totally fine. You can still take HealthPrint as many times as you want. It's still free, and that gives you the best options to get started. And we can show you how to save even more money that way by getting what you want. I know how to work the system, so I can help you do that. Yeah, anything else you guys want to say? Anything you want to talk about the shakes at all or anything?
I think we're good.
All right. Well, that's it then. Thanks so much for joining us, you guys. Well, I think we're in, how many different states are we in? 1, 2, 3.
3.
3? I think
For the, you know, for the Wisconsin clan, you realize we're giving up Packer and Brewer game right now.
oh my gosh.
The Packer
Okay.
game.
Let's get off this. Yeah, I totally, oh my gosh. Man, you guys are like amazing.
I think they just love me and didn't want to leave me alone.
You girls are awesome. All right. Well, with that, I will let you all go, and then I'll go get the baby to bed. I'm not a huge football fan. I know, but I go for the food.
Zach's watching.
Oh yeah, he's watching. He was like sitting at dinner eating, but I could tell he was not in the room. He was listening in the other room. I'm just like, okay, whatever. So, all right. Well, thanks so much, you guys, and let us know how we can help you. If you want the HealthPrint link, totally fine. And if not, this is not a pressure thing either. Keep doing what you're doing, and we want to help you make simple changes. All right.
Thanks, Jessie.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
All right.
Enjoy the
Bye.
game. Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.